News at Night, I'm Colette Linden.
And I'm Daniel LaPrade with weather. I'm going to be tracking a storm that's in southern Ontario, and I'll let you know if it's going to come our way later on in the show.
At approximately 11:30 a.m., emergency crews responded to a multi-vehicle collision on Great Northern Road and Terrence Avenue. Upon arrival, they discovered a 4-vehicle collision had occurred in northbound lanes just across from the A&W parking lot. Sault Police Services, ambulance, and Sault Fire Services were on scene for over an hour investigating and cleaning up. No word on injuries. However, an ambulance was seen leaving with lights on, headed towards the hospital. An active investigation from an incident that occurred between November 24th and 25th has police looking for information. As a result of this occurrence, a man has succumbed to his injuries sustained during the incident. Preliminary information indicates the man was assaulted in the area of the downtown core by an unknown person or persons. On TV has contacted police services for updates and will broadcast the latest information as soon as our newsroom receives word. If you have any information, please contact Detective Sergeant Mark Dubé at 705-949-6300, extension 114. Encouraging news for the Sault. The board and management at Bon Sault has set an update on the plans for the 2021 Ontario Winter Carnival happening February 5th to the 15th. The Bon Sault office has officially moved to a new location, however, due to the current COVID-19 restrictions. The office is currently closed to the public. If you would like to contact them, visit their Facebook page or contact by email at manager@bonsault.on.ca. The Thunderbirds outshot the Beavers for the second straight game, but it once again ended in a Beavers victory. The Sault Thunderbirds were back at home on Saturday night for their third straight meeting against the Blind River Beavers. Despite outshooting Blind River 44-40 overall on Saturday, the Thunderbirds dropped a 3-2 sudden death shootout to the Beavers at the John Rhodes Community Centre. The Thunderbirds were victorious on Sunday against the Beavers as they skated away with a win 5-3. Sunday's matchup was a home game for Blind River and a well-deserved win for the Sault. Tougher COVID-19 restrictions are taking effect today in 5 Ontario regions in an effort to curb the spread of the virus. The provincial government announced last week it would move Windsor-Essex into the red alert level of its tiered framework, the strictest level short of a lockdown. In the red level, indoor dining at restaurants and bars is capped at 10 customers, while social gatherings must have fewer than 5 people indoor and 25 outdoors. Meanwhile, Haldimand Norfolk is shifting to the orange level, and 3 other regions, Hastings, Prince Edward, Lambton, and Northwestern, are going into the yellow. The province says the regions will stay in their new categories for at least 28 days or 2 COVID-19 incubation periods before a change is considered.
Canada United is a movement to show local businesses some love. Right now, they could use our support more than ever. So we're asking Canadians to buy local and spread the word. And every time you watch our videos or like our posts, we'll contribute 5 cents to small business relief, starting with this video. So keep watching and tell your friends, because buying local can make a big impact. And small actions can too. Canada United. Together we can make a difference.
Past year we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
Good evening and welcome back to your News at Night on your Monday, November the 30th. We are at the final day of November and we're going to be going into December with some green grass out there. We really don't have any accumulation of snow compared to the last 2 years, so if 2020 has given us anything, well, it's the good weather that we've had. It's going to continue most likely for the majority of this week, and then things will start to cool down a bit for next week, and we'll start to see some accumulation come in. Whether or not it stays, we'll have to wait and see. But we are tracking a system that I did mention at the beginning of the show for Southern Ontario. It's quite the big system that's tracking its way through there, but it looks like it's going to miss us, maybe just skirt us a little bit, but we are going to see some winds because of this system. So let's take a look at the satellite shot. Right now, we don't have a whole lot for cloud cover out there. It's been a mix of sun and clouds. However, we do see as we go towards Elliott Lake and Sudbury, you are under a little bit more cloud cover, and as we go up north a little bit. But in our area in Sault Ste. Marie, where things are looking very calm for the most part for tonight, we aren't looking at too much in a way of accumulation of anything or any precipitation. So let's take a look at the camera, which is brought to you by wirelesscom.ca. You can check their website out for all their services. They have cameras such as this and telecommunication services. So make sure you do check them out. We are looking at City Hall right in the shot there. And as it's been most of the day, a little chilly with the wind chill, but we aren't seeing any precipitation and the sun has been out here and there. And we will see things cool down as well overnight with the wind continuing on. So let's get into your temperatures. What we're expecting for the highs today, we're -5s in Thunder Bay, Timmins, and Wawa. 0 here in the Sioux. -3 rather, in Elliott Lake, -1 in Sudbury. We are right around our normal temperatures for this time of year, which is 0, and our lows are -7 here in Sault Ste. Marie. So what we are looking at, we are right on par with normal for overnight as well. -14 in Thunder Bay, -9. Now here we go, we go down and watch the numbers here. -9 in Wawa, -8 in Timmins, -7 in Sault Ste. Marie, -6 in Elliott Lake, and -5 in Sudbury. Like literally go in order. How's that for numbers? Look at that. So we are going to be right at our normal temperatures for November 30th historically. So as we get into the overnight, I did mention that it will be cloudy, becoming partly cloudy after midnight, so it'll clear out a little bit. We are going to see those winds still be 20 kilometers gusting to 40 north. So north, which will mean the wind chill will be near -13 overnight. So it will be very chilly with the wind still. And as you get up on your Tuesday morning, we are looking at mainly sunny. However, the winds are going to be a factor once again. North 30 kilometers gusting to 50. We're looking at a high of 1 degree. The wind chill will be -12 in the morning. So again, bundle up for your drive to work or your walk, whatever you have to do on Tuesday morning. And then we will see a low of -3 on Tuesday night with cloudy periods and a 60% chance of a passing flurry. And the winds will be still around, but we aren't expecting any major accumulation from that flurry. Look at Wednesday. 4 degrees is your high, and we're looking at pretty much mainly sunny all day. We do have the winds, again, will be around 20 kilometers north. So here's the winds that I was mentioning from this system. It's going to be keeping it very windy here this week for the next few days. But Wednesday night, we do get down to a low of 0 with cloudy periods and only a 30% chance of a passing flurry. So again, that's not really going to amount to any accumulation at this point. Thursday, you are looking at a mix of sun and cloud, 3 degrees and a low of -2 and partly cloudy. So not much going on for Thursday. And as we continue on in your 7-day, things aren't looking too bad. We're looking at clouds on Friday with a low of, or a high of 0 rather. We go back up to 4 on Saturday, but then we start to trend downwards to -5 as your high on Monday with a mix of sun and cloud. This is where the cooling trend looks in the long range. We are looking at -4 for a couple of nights overnight before hitting -8 on Monday as well. But we aren't looking at a lot of accumulation of snow. So this isn't too bad for the first week of December. And we will see there is another system that might be coming our way for next week. So we'll monitor that for you as well. But here is a foggy photo from one of our regular viewers, Ineki in the Netherlands. So this is from Almere in the Netherlands. Thank you very much, Ineki, for sending that in. This was a foggy morning over the weekend. And if you do have any videos or weather photos that you want to send in, send them to ontvweather@gmail.com. I could use some more here, so make sure you do send them in. Even if you sent them before, feel free to send more again. I do appreciate everybody who sends their photos in because they will go up on the SiouxOnline.com. They go on the show. They go on here on the newscast. So it gets featured everywhere. So make sure you do that. So Colette will be back with more news right after this. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
At Fit Bodies, Fit Minds, we want everyone to build a life that they love. And we teach you how to get the results you want in your mind and your body. Introducing our new small group classes to provide you with a happy and healthier life. Our small group classes are limited to 6 people to provide more personal coaching while having the supportive group environment. Classes are 10 weeks, and each week you will receive fitness and nutritional guidance that are tailored to your needs. Fit Bodies, Fit Minds, we inspire you to move.
The federal government will release its long-awaited fiscal update today, a spending plan to help Canadians cope with COVID-19 while recharging the national economy and key sectors battered by the global crisis. Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland will rise in the House of Commons at 4 p.m. today to outline details of her plan to both boost job creation and cut greenhouse gas emissions. The plan will include new but time-limited spending measures to support hard-hit industries and vulnerable Canadians while laying the groundwork for the policy priorities presented in September's speech from the throne. Today, Governor Gretchen Whitmer announced that the U.S. Department of Agriculture has granted a disaster designation to 5 Michigan counties, which makes farm operators in those counties eligible for assistance from the USDA Farm Service Agency, including FSA emergency loans. In July and November, the Michigan State Executive Director of USDA FSA requested a primary county disaster designation for 5 Michigan counties due to losses caused by multiple disasters that occurred in the 2020 crop year. All 5 counties were determined to be primary natural disaster areas, and additional areas of the state were named as contiguous disaster counties. Primary counties include Antrim, Grand Traverse, Kalkaska, Leelanau, and Otsego. Farmers in eligible counties have 8 months from the date of a secretarial disaster declaration to apply for emergency loans. On November 29th, officers with Patrol Services arrested 51-year-old Jeffrey McDonald for theft under $5,000. It's alleged that the accused attended a business in the 200 block of McNabb Street, selected approximately $187 worth of items from the business, and attempted to leave without paying. He was stopped and detained by security staff and held for police. Officers attended and he was arrested. He is charged with theft under $5,000, 2 counts of breach of probation, and 3 counts of breach of recognizance. He was held for bail court. The Sault Ste. Marie Museum has come up with a sweet means of raising some money for its education and programming department. The museum's holiday baking box fundraiser runs until December the 11th. Katie Huxon, Outreach and Programming Coordinator at the Sault Ste. Marie Museum, says COVID-19 has made fundraising more of a challenge this year.
Because of COVID, like many businesses and nonprofits, we haven't really been able to do a lot for revenue generation or outreach and programming this season. So this is a way to kind of address that and kind of celebrate the season as well. We are partnering with Scott Coffee Co. Because they have a kitchen that we're able to use. So we're kind of combining some of our own recipes in their kitchen and then some of their classic recipes like their chocolate chip cookies and their ginger cookies.
Huxon says the museum hosts a variety of educational programs for youth and is currently working on a virtual programming kit for local school boards, and that money raised will go towards those programs. Up for sale are boxes of holiday goodies, including Scott Coffee Company's chocolate chip cookies, ginger cookies, shortbread, Rice Krispie squares, and chocolate score bark. The boxes cost $35 each, and orders can be placed over the phone by calling 705-759-7278 or in person at the museum. Thank you for watching News at Night. I'm Colette Linden.
And I'm Daniel LaPrade.
Stay tuned for more news and weather right after this.